I've been at IFA 2024 in Berlin for the last couple of days, and it is a tech enthusiast dream. And I have seen so much tech here that what we wanted to do was put together a best of video so we could show you the best tech here in Berlin. So let's start with probably the biggest announcement, and that came from Honor with the Honor Magic V3. This is the world's thinnest folding phone, and when it's folded, it's 9.2 millimeters, and when unfolded, it can barely even fit that USB-C port at 4.35 millimeters. It has a fairly large camera housing, which might not be for everyone, but it does give you a 50 megapixel main lens, 50 megapixel telephoto, and a 40 megapixel ultra wide. You get the addition this year of 50 watt wireless charging and water resistance at IPX8, and it also gives you a 6.4 inch cover display and a folding display of 7.9 inches, of course, both 120 Hertz. Sadly though, for you guys in the US, it won't be coming to the States, but you can pick it up in Europe and it'll cost you just under £1,700. Next up is the DJI Neo. This is a really cool drone from DJI that is the lightest that they've ever released at 135 grams, and this can be launched from the palm of your hand and have it land on the palm of your hand without using any apps or any other controllers. It records at 4K 30 with 22 gigs of storage and has a flight time of around about 18 minutes. It also has an AI algorithm that will keep you in the center of frame whenever you're flying that drone, which is pretty cool. You can even connect the DJI Mic 2 to this to get some really nice audio, and if you want a little bit more control, you can even fly it with the DJI Fly app. If you want to pick this up yourself, it's $199, and if you want that combo kit, it's $289, and you can pre-order it now and it will release on October 8th. Let's have a look at one of the other phones that were released here in Berlin, and that is the TCL 50 Pro NXTPAPER 5G. This has a 6.8 inch display that has 2.5D glass, and that's what makes this phone special, because the screen has a soft feel about it, which feels a little bit like paper, and it's almost completely glare-free. It's got a 5010 milliamp hour battery, but this battery can last up to 15 days in a mode that they call Max Ink. There's a switch called the NXTPAPER key, which turns your phone into essentially a dumb phone and just locks you out of a load of your apps and turns it into a monochrome e-ink styled phone. When you switch that button, you do get this really cool effect. If you want to get your hands on this, it's coming soon to Europe for €299, and if you want to get this in the States, they've not said that it's coming yet, but they have hinted that we might see it in 2025. Let's have a look at some smart home stuff now, and let's start with the Eureka J15 Pro Ultra. First off, it has a whopping 16,200 pascals of suction power, and that isn't a world record, but the majority of flagship vacuums out there usually hover around about the 10,000 pascals area. The vacuum can also detangle hair clogs with its high density blades that cut hair up to 400 times a minute, and that means you just never have to get in there with your fingers and deal with all that horrible dirty hair. There's also a self-cleaning base station that has an inbuilt scraper and debris collector. It is available in the following countries for €1,099, and it's going to come to the US in October. However, we don't know pricing for that yet, so just stay tuned to what the Eureka J15 Pro Ultra might be selling for. There's loads of smart lights here at IFA, but let's have a look at two of the best. The Govee COB Light Strip Pro is the first COB light strip from the brand, and this looks really nice. It's covered in silicone, and what that does is give these lights a really diffused look rather than being overly bright, and you don't get that silicone cover from most other light strips. If you have a look at any other LED light strip that you can pick up, you can easily see where each individual light is on that strip, but with the Govee COB strips, they just look a lot smoother and blend into each other. If you're interested in creating some smart lighting, then Govee might be something that you want to have a look at. If Govee isn't your bag though, then its competitor Nanoleaf might just be worth it with Nanoleaf Blocks. Nanoleaf for the first time is letting you mix and match between large and small sizes, and this is something that you've not been able to do before, but now you can mix with a variation of blocks, pegboards, textured panels and shelves. Nanoleaf are starting to just go beyond having lights that look cool, but they're starting to create things that actually serve a purpose. With all these options, you can now start to make a light wall that will actually look pretty cool. Nanoleaf blocks come in two sizes, and it starts at $199, and the XL kit goes up to $249. So if wall lights are your thing, then you can pre-order these now on the Nanoleaf website. One big problem robot vacuums face is getting over raised surfaces. However, the Roborock Qrevo Curv though can actually raise itself up against these kind of obstacles. Roborock calls this the AdaptiLift chassis, and it features independently adjustable 3-wheel controls, allowing it to adjust height up to 10 millimeters. On top of that, this robot vacuum has 18,500 pascals of suction power and anti-tangling systems. You do have to pay a a lot to get this though, because it starts at 1,499 euros. If you've ever wanted an air purifier in the shape of a table with a built-in light and wireless charger, then you're in luck. This is exactly what SwitchBot have done, and the idea here is that you place this next to your bed and it replaces your nightstand. This is really nicely designed, and you get some clean air while you sleep, and it keeps your nightstand clean because you don't need any cables for charging your phone because it has wireless charging, and that light is built right in, so you don't even need a lamp. It's ultra quiet as well, so it shouldn't be waking you up, and you can pick this up for $269. But if you don't need a new nightstand, then you can actually pick one up that your cat can sleep in for just $219. Another thing I've seen a lot of here at IFA is security cameras, but none are as good as the Reolink Atlas PT Ultra. First off, you can do full crystal clear 4K video with this 8-megapixel sensor, and the images it produces look actually really nice. These images look even really good in the dark, and that's not what a lot of security cameras can do. This is because of its 4K Color X technology. The camera also has 4K continuous recording, and this is because of the battery that it houses, which is 20,000 milliamp hours, and this means it can record 12 hours of 4K continuously for up to 8 days. There's no cloud storage, it's all kept on device, and this is where you can add that micro SD card up to 512 gigs. No pricing on this just yet, but it will release on September 25th. Let's talk about chargers, because there is a lot of them here at IFA.
And if you're looking for one and you're going on a big trip, then the Anker Solix C300 series might be worth a look. This is comprised of the C300 and the C300 DC. The two power stations have a 90,000 mAh battery and a max output of 300 watts and two USB-C ports that can provide up to 140 watts of juice. That means you can charge two gaming laptops at full speed. The Solix part of the name though refers to the ability to be charged via solar panels, and you can buy up to a 100-watt solar panel to keep these devices charged for as long as there's a bit of sun around. The Solix C300 DC power bank station costs $199, and the regular C300 is priced at $249.
If you want something that is a little bit more portable, then the UGreen Uno series might just be what you need to look at. We already know that UGreen makes some great chargers, but the Uno series now has a great little addition if you like smiley faces on your tech. There's a small display that can show you information about your charge, and if you've always wanted that charger to smile back at you when you plug something into it, then the Uno series has solved that problem for you. The Uno series includes loads of different chargers, such as small pocketable power banks, a MagSafe supporting desktop wireless charger, and even a USB-C cable with a tiny display on it which will show you the eyes of a smiley face. And these are available in mid-September. If you're into handheld gaming, then you'll know all about things like the Steam Deck, but TECNO is hoping that you might just pick up these new AR glasses. These are AR glasses combined with Windows handheld to give you more of an immersive gaming experience. You do need a controller to play the actual games, and the controller runs the AMD Ryzen 8840HS with 8 cores and 16 threads operating at up to 5.1 GHz and features the Radeon 780M graphics. It's powered by a removable 50-watt battery, and the headset uses a 0.71-inch micro LED screen that allegedly gives the user an illusion of a 215-inch screen from about 6 feet away. However, as good as this sounds, it is very expensive. The Pocket Go is going to cost you €1,099 for the glasses alone, and there's still no price on how much that controller will cost. The Timekettle W40 Pro is a pair of headphones that offers nearly real-time translation, allowing two people to have a natural, free-flowing conversation despite that language barrier. The earbuds support 40 languages with 90 accents, and Timekettle says that they've got a 95% accuracy rate, so most conversations should be nice and smooth and easy to have. They also transcribe meetings, phone calls, Zoom chats with on-screen transcriptions using their app, and they do look like a regular pair of headphones, but you can still hear all your surroundings while that translation is happening. These are available now, but they will cost you $499. And to finish off the list, we have a blender, but just bear with me on this one. Most people know what Qi and Qi 2 wireless charging are because that is what's in most phones, but now we have Qi charging. Qi uses electromagnetic induction to wirelessly transfer power, just like Qi, but Qi actually powers the device directly. And where best to try this out first than in a blender, and this alone just makes it our favourite blender we've probably ever seen. Placing this blender on a Qi-capable induction range top will give it all the power it needs, which means you don't actually even have to plug it into the wall, making this blender truly cordless. We don't know exactly when it'll be available or how much it'll cost, but this has got us excited for Qi charging. And that's a wrap on the best tech of IFA 2024 in Berlin. Let us know what you think of our best list in the comments below, and let us know what you think is the best from the entire list. Before you head off, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you do that, then I'll see you in the next video.